Hey folks, how you doing? Papa Joe here. Oh goodness. Baked tater and pulled pork for dinner. That'll make most anybody a happy person. It's Monday night. I'm up here at the yard. Kicked those 3 off this morning, and well, I can't say picked up this one. Picked up that one over yonder. Dropped it here on the yard. Boy, I had less than 30 minutes on my 14 hour and less than 15 minutes on my 11 hour. I think they got their money's worth today. I got my next load, which is 2 Dallas, 1 somewhere else. Then I'll final out with 2 in Odessa. I think that might be why they had me bring this one to the yard, but I let him know I got another chip in my windshield. Got that Friday. Brand new windshield. 2 big chips in it already. I told him just to order me one that has a rock repellent on it. And it's time for my truck to get it lubed and all that stuff. So I'll be here an extra hour or so. I might get out 9-ish in the morning. I have not done my paperwork yet. Need to do that in the morning. Oh man, I ain't even punched in the next load yet. Fixing to go to bed. Saturday, neither one of the boys worked. So me and Grandma went out to what's called Trade Days. It's an overgrown flea market. So we got looking around. We were looking for milk stools. We wanted 2 or 3 different height milk stools. Hell, we would have took 2 or 3 same height. And she wanted them for plant stands. Speaking of which, I'm after some license plates. I got plenty of Texas. If anybody has them from anywhere, even foreign countries, I don't care. If y'all have any license plates that you'd like to mail to me for my fence, I would appreciate it. Alaska, Hawaii, Norway, I don't care. Wherever you might be. And, of course, all of the regular states. I would dearly love to have at least 1 license plate from every state. And I don't care if they're new or old. I would prefer old. I ain't gonna lie. They look better on the fence. I'll take whatever I can get. But we're fixing to redo our fencing around the house this summer. Hold on, I gotta put that window down just a crack. And I'm fixing to end up with a long stretch of wooden fence, picket fence, that I'm gonna need to put some stuff on. And license plates are a good starter. So now if you have any other cool signs that you would want to donate to my project, that's cool too. Go onto Facebook and look up my group, Simple Living with Papa Joe, and you can go in there and send me a PM, private message. And from that I'll get you my address. But yeah, I would dearly love all kinds of license plates and or other signs. Anything anybody's willing to give up to my project. But anyhow, we wasn't finding what Grandma wanted. We did find a little stool, but it's not for milking. It had one of them screws on it. It was all wooden, but it had one of them long screws on it where you can adjust it to different heights. The dude wanted $10 for it. I gave him $10 for it. Like I told Grandma, at least now you can adjust it to whatever height you want. You're not just stuck with one height. So we looked at a little bit of neat stuff in there. Whole lot of stuff that we didn't need. Then I came across a old iron table and 4 chairs. You'll see them later in one of my videos. But I finagled with that fella a little bit. And I picked it up for a real good price. So wound up buying it. It ain't what we was going after. But now me and Grandma are discussing probably this weekend you'll see where the patio's done on one side. We're running it down one side of the house and then it'll go across the front. And today Lakota pretty much finished one side. Now I'm still going to put a top on it just to protect us a little bit from the bright sun. It's going to be one of those clear fiberglass corrugated type things. Whatever you call all that. But that way the sun can come through and we don't just get roasted and we have a little protection from the rain. Me and Grandma's tickled to death with the patio so far. We have those 3 chairs, if you remember. The shellback chairs. We painted one yellow, one red, and one blue. Well, those are going to go on that side of the patio. That table and 4 chairs is going there. We are going to do metal on that side. And then up front, we have 3 big rockers that I bought a few years back. We had on our front porch in Georgia. They need a little TLC. Grandma done told me that today when we was talking about it. I've seen them and had them mowed, but I didn't pay enough mind to them, and she told me that they need some TLC, a little repair and whatnot. Okay. Those 3 rockers will go on the front patio with a little bit of other stuff, so it will be wooden. Now, how soon that'll happen, I don't know, because we want that covered as well, so that our sidewalk and our patio is covered all the way around from the driveway to the front door. And I'm not sure how I want to cover that. It's real easy right now to say that fiberglass, but that corrugated stuff, but I don't know that I want that in the front of the house. It probably should be shingles, but we'll see. But yeah, did good on that. Made some pulled pork yesterday. That's what I just had for dinner. Baked tater and pulled pork. So, Saturday, me and Grandma killed a couple hours down there, and then we basically went home and vegged out. And Sunday, the boys showed up. So I was in and out all day with them. Then had to go to work this morning. And I am now a tired puppy. But I'm sure I'll touch base with you tomorrow. I just wanted to update you, let you know I'm back out here. I'm still kicking. So, very happy with our patio. I can hardly wait to show it to you. Lakota's going to work again tomorrow, and he'll be working on the patio. Very likely this weekend, like Sunday, it'll get wrapped up and it'll be all but finished for the pavers. Not for the covering or none of that, just the pavers. We have several different wire, I don't know what you'd call them. You use them to, I guess, potters. Because you use them to put potted plants in, or you can put the moss or coconut stuff in there and plant in them and all that. We have, I don't know, 3 or 4, 6, 200, I don't know. However many Grandma's got. And I told her I'd like to see those go up on the wall and put some succulents in them. Well, she's tried growing other stuff in them, and it just gets too hot down there where we're at. She can water them every day, and they're still going to be dry. So I told her we need to just do succulents on that wall. So hopefully we'll be working towards that goal. We're trying to think ahead on it. There's material that when I show you my property and I'm filming over towards that trailer and that old truck and all that stuff piled up, this is the time that I reclaim a bunch of that stuff. That's why I don't get rid of it. The bricks that we had dug up all around the property, they're leftovers from when they built the house. I wouldn't just throw them away, I stashed them. Well, now they're being used in the patio. I dug up some other long bricks that had the, I can't think the name of it either. I told you I'm brain dead. Scalloped top on them. And we've used quite a few of those. Might wind up having to buy some more of those if we decide to run the front wall like we did the back wall. But we're starting to reclaim stuff. Repurpose it, whatever you want to call it. We have that big brass pot, if you've seen it in the pictures, that was sitting out there on the dirt that is now a patio. We've been debating on what to do with it. And I think what we're going to wind up doing, we have a checkerboard square going to our patio. And it's a red and white. They call it gray, but I call it white. It's white concrete paver. I'm going to attempt to show this to you. Now let's see if you can see that. Now that's the side. That's a pretty good picture there. Now look up against the house. See those scallop pieces? That's stuff that I've saved. See all them little red bricks right down here? We're using those also. They're being used in it. So we have been teased about some of the stuff that we keep. But right here it's helping out a lot. And it's saving us money, making it look good. Me and Grandma's liking the way that's coming out. If we don't have enough of them scallop pieces to run the front, which I don't think we will, I told her that we can go to Lowe's or wherever and see if we can find some scallop pieces like that. But I would rather find them in the red. And that way, where we got that checkerboard going, we can do the same thing with them scallop pieces. Just something silly I want to do. We have a humongous concrete paver that is probably the size of 4 of these put together. So I want to take some of them little red bricks that we're using in other parts, use them for legs, then set that big square piece on there, and then put that brass pot on it. Inside the brass pot, Grandma's wanting to do a fairy garden, and she's going to do it as a succulent fairy garden. So that'll be interesting to see how that comes along. Now, a fairy garden, to me, it's a living piece because you're always adding to it and taking away. So now she might not take away any of the plants unless they die, but she'll be trading out different fairy houses and this, that, and other, different little things in there. And we're going to have a thick plexiglass top cut for it so that it can sit out there and have the top on it. You can still see the succulents and the fairy garden in there. And it can also be multi-purposed where you use it as a table out there for our ashtray or drinks, whatever. But yeah, we're both very excited about it. We're both very pleased with it. And you just can't move along quick enough once you're really getting into it. But anyhow, that's what's going on in the life of Papa Joe. So I'm going to do this thing up, and I'm going to bed. Y'all remember, he loves you, and so do I. Y'all have a blessed evening now. Good night.